Hi, this is my new Tennessee home in the beautiful Cumberland Plateau. I thought I'd try to participate in the Weird Growing Containers 22 um, put forth by Gale Southern Living, and thought I'd start with something that's not quite so weird, but I think it's interesting. These big old beams right here, the old man that used to own this property had a sawmill. And he had a whole bunch of these big old beams laying off in the woods. And I drug them up here and threw them together to make some beds for my rhubarb and my asparagus here. And then I've got something else that I've done. I have a cistern under there, and I had to actually build it up because I couldn't get the cistern deep enough in the ground. So I put concrete blocks around it. Well, looky here. Strawberries, they grow wonderfully in the holes. I have another thing that's growing in some concrete blocks too. I'll show you. Oh yeah, and there's I got some daffodils in some of them. Who would have thought lavender would grow in the hole of a concrete block? This lavender plant, I have another one right over here, but these guys are 4 years old. I started them from seed and planted them these blocks, and they've been here the whole time, and they're doing well. Here's another odd application. I had this broken little tub here. It's kind of like a little basket, had holes in it, and I wanted something a little bigger, a little deeper. I wanted to grow some beets over the winter, and so I put dirt in there. I've already harvested the beets, but I grew like 5 or 6 beets in there, and they did really well. And I've got it sitting out here trying to decide if I want to plant something else in it or not. But I grew them in my greenhouse over the winter. They did real well. Then another thing that I use, these little guys. They're like little, cheapo, disposable Tupperware sort of containers. And I grew in them. My dog just chased a cat up the tree. I'm going to have to go get onto it. Anyway, you just make sure you cut holes in the bottom so that they can, drain. But they work real well. And then another thing that I did, I have a whole bunch of these. They're tobacco tubs. Anyway, I cut little holes in the bottom, and I plant in them all the time, and they last forever. So those are pretty much my weird, some not so weird containers, of course. Then we do the cups of various sizes, and here's another one of these Tupperware deals. I'm going to try and grow rice this year, so I've got rice started. I think it's going to be pretty neat. Anyway, this is Southern Living, Gale Southern Living challenge. It's weird growing containers 22. I don't know. I'll put it in the comments. Anyway, talk to y'all later.